right? So this is the dashboard at the moment. There is no device, nothing has failed, right? So this is an empty dashboard. And before we start a generator, I'll just show you the data flow job which I have already started. So this job takes about about 10 minutes to stabilize, right? So that's why I started it before. But right now it's not doing anything, right? It is just waiting for the streaming data to arrive. So first thing it does is it reads the data from the pub sub. Then it does two things. One is it sends the raw data to Yugabyte. This is the YSQL leg of our processing. Then it goes ahead and tries to identify the status of the device, right? It so it is a multi-stage activity, right? You first create a key value pair here, and then you set the timer for those devices. Uh, Now once the device identifies the status is sent to two stages. One is sent to the logging, another is sent to the Yugabyte for real-time reporting, and this is where our Grafana is connected. So we will now go ahead and kickstart the generator. All right. So now this generator will kickstart, uh, will create the devices at random, and then it will start sending the data at 5000 milliseconds, right? So every 5 seconds it will send the data for those devices. So this will take about a minute. So I'll pause the video and I'll come back. Okay, so the generator has started. It has created 149 records, right? So that means 149 devices it has created. Now at this point, if you see, I've already ran the queries before. We did not have any data on the YSQL, and that is the stage which will receive the data uh, first, right? So we have data coming into the YSQL side now. If we wait for a few minutes, few of the sensors have already failed as well. The probability of sensor failing is set at 0.1%. Right, so we have 149 records on the YSQL side. Now why 149? Because it's a we have 149 devices and the status is set for all the devices, right? So this is what it is. We'll go to our dashboard now, right? So we have those two sensors which failed. So let me show you. These two sensors failed, right? 8319, 1927, 2589 is the latest one which has failed. And 3961 as well, right? So if it refreshes, it takes about 20 seconds. So we can see those previous two sensors here. And this dashboard refreshes every 10 seconds. So at least two refreshes before we see those other two. Right. So the third one has come, which is 2589. 2589 you can see on the screen here. Right. So this is how this will continue, right? 3961. Then we have 2589, 1987, and so on. All of these are coming in here. One thing I like to show you is, let's say we put some sensor back into the service. So let's pick this 1927, which we see here. So I'll put this sensor back into service, and I have a small back door into the generator. So we will do 1927, right? So we'll activate this one, which has ID of 146. So now 146 is activated. Unless this is marked failed again immediately, I should see this go away, right? So 1927, you can see that it goes away now, right? It's no longer there. So we mark the sensors as active almost immediately. But for the failures, we wait for 20 seconds in this case, but we can reduce it to 15 seconds if we want to. But since the dashboard is set to refresh every 10 seconds, I mean, I thought, two refreshes are okay. Right. So the last one to fail is 4751 was the last one. We should see it over here as well. 4751 is the last one. Now, other thing that you can see on this dashboard is what types of sensors are failing. So smoke sensors have failed, the maximum. We can also look at per factory analytics, right? So for example, factory 2 has nothing, right? So there is no failure on factory 2 so far. But if you look at, let's say, factory 5, there are two sensors, and factory 5 has two sensors failed, and both are in section C of that factory, right? If you look at factory 4, right? So factory 4 has two sensors again, but one is in section A, one is in section B. And if you want to look at particular details of any sensor, when it happened, that those details are in here as well.